I'll be very honest. I've had death threats. I've had deliberate lies and smears told about me that were absolutely untrue. I've had fairly vicious insults. I've been defamed over and over again. I have trended on Twitter ahead of the Late Late on a Friday night because drunk Twitter is bearing what I would describe as its generally fairly cowardly teeth. My kids have seen it. My kids have seen lies. They've seen threats. The rest of my family and friends have seen it too. And the kind of joke is that the people who are screaming at you online and, you know, expressing their outrage, they actually believe themselves to have some kind of, generally speaking, I think, some kind of high moral ground. So you're out there just doing your job in the media. Your job is to comment on things, and they are there screaming about, you know, how despicable you are for literally doing your job and insulting you. And I think that they think that I think they believe what they're saying, to be honest. And I think they come with their digital pitchforks, and you and I have spoken about that before. I suspect they don't even recognise in themselves that they are a mob and that they're feeding off each other. But that kind of group hate, that desire to ostracise, that desire to punish, to cast out, to cancel, it reminds me of nothing as much as sort of pulpit bashing in the past. And I think it is hate, truthfully, but it is hate that sees itself as virtuous, and I think it is a sanctimonious cruelty. And I think every generation has the type of person that leans into that. And, you know, we had the craw thumpers in the church in the past when I was young, and now that I am no longer young, we have the craw thumpers who are the woke. I left Twitter after 7 years because I realised that, to me, now I look at it as a shouting hate fest that does nothing good to or for anyone on there. And I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of saying how low you can feel when you face into that wall of hate. I don't want to. But what I would say is that lies and hate and viciousness, they have a way, in my view, over time of consuming those who peddle them. And I think that's what we're going to see on social media, that's going to eat itself. And I think there is decency and there is cruelty, to be honest, in human nature. But I think social media has largely been colonised by the cruel. And I think there's a lot of bystanders there too. And I think they're watching what are happening, and some are excited by it and some are just glad it isn't coming for them. But for me, something needs to be done because it is bringing out the worst in human nature.